The Tea Party may have rocked the political establishment in other parts of the country, but not here in California, if you go by Tuesday's election results. So why did Tea Party favorites like Carly Fiorina lose? Joining us now is Jamie Court, a consumer advocate and author of The Progressive's Guide to Raising Hell. Shalene Nightingale, a Tea Party supporter who ran for governor as an American independent candidate. Welcome back to both of you. Shalene, let's start with you. So the unemployment rate in California, 12.6 versus, or 12.4 versus 9.6 nationally. If it seemed like any state was ready for the picking by the Tea Party, it might have been this state, but didn't quite happen. What happened?
Well, I think that actually sometimes a win isn't actually the obvious. The Tea Party could not get behind the main gubernatorial Republican candidate, and I think that that clearly showed. And also I think that the Tea Party is still growing in its grassroots here in California. There seems to be a division. Those that will vote for any candidate regardless of an initial next to their name as long as they're for liberty, and then those who just want to push a Republican agenda. And I think that that was a real problem that we saw this election.
So an actual schism within the Tea Party itself. Jamie, what is your take on it? You see things a little differently.
We have real populists here, so we don't need people masquerading like populists, which is what I think the Tea Party is in California. I mean, California is a populist state, and populism won. What happened was we had people see through big oil money against Prop 23. The Tea Party was with the oil companies in California to roll back our greenhouse gas emissions law. That's not populism, that's corporatism. We had Carly Fiorina, who was seen at Tea Party rallies, taped at Tea Party rallies. That hurt her in her case against Barbara Boxer, and she was funded by oil company contributions laundered through the Chamber of Commerce. So what happened in California was the public, and I love California, I love living here, saw through big corporate money. They saw through Meg Whitman's $160 million money. They saw through the insurance company's $5 million spent for the Republican candidate for office, and they delivered progressive candidates because they were populists and they were going to rein in the corporations. And that's what populism is about. It's about taking on corporations.
No, I do not. And actually, if you really looked at Prop 23, you would have found that the crude oil financiers and those who make money off of crude oil actually backed the opposition to Prop 23. And it was actually the oil refineries, the middleman, that supported Prop 23. Unfortunately, there was a strong campaign backed by a lot of money against Prop 23. But also there were a lot of Tea Party candidates that did win in lower elections, assembly seats, city council. And I think that we will see their careers grow.
Well, we saw $10 million from Valero. I mean, this is a company that sells gas, it makes gas. Koch Industries, these guys are the biggest polluters. They're petroleum kings. They back the Tea Party. That is not populism. What populism is, when 70% of Americans or 70% of Californians believe in something like cheaper gas and cleaner air, they vote for it. That's why they voted down Prop 23. When 70% of the public believes in something and you have people who stand up for that, that's populism. That's why they didn't want the insurance companies to own the Office of Insurance Commissioner.
Well, meantime, neither one of you is mentioning the Latino vote, and a lot of people are saying that that really is the key to what happened on the West Coast for Nevada with Harry Reid, and also here in California with Barbara Boxer. The Latino vote was very key.
Well, they're part of they're part of the populist movement. You know, Meg Whitman totally misrepresented herself to the community. She got caught mistreating an undocumented immigrant and totally blew it with the Latino community. She couldn't buy this election. That's populism. The Latino community threw their votes to Jerry Brown when they saw how she mistreated her nanny. Someone in her house 9 years. Forget that she was undocumented. Then she said, "I don't want to know you from Adam." That was not okay to the Latino community. That's populism. Well, so I see the Latino community as part of progressive populism here and in the West.
All right, Shalene, you'll have the last word here, because what I want to know from you is, does the Tea Party need to make inroads the Latino community in order to truly take hold here in this state?
Well, actually, if anybody actually attended a Tea Party, other than what you hear in some of the media, you will see Latinos, you will see Black Americans and Asians. It is a mix of all Americans. But I want to say that...
I'm talking about an issue like immigration reform.
Well, actually, what you'll find in the Tea Party movement is what they concentrate is on liberty, limited taxes, and lower regulations. So that's what we'll see.
And securing our borders. Come on. But they have spit in the face of the Latino community, and that's why you got 100,000 votes when there were 5 or 6 million.
Actually, I had over 100,000. That was the third highest
100,000 in a state where 6 million was passed. How many Latino votes in the state? They would
I actually
never
have quite a few Latino voters, and I actually had Latino groups that endorsed me, because this isn't illegal immigration isn't about just Latinos. It is about those that come here illegally, and Latinos that are here legally also do want our borders enforced. So let's stop slavery, and actually that's what I view illegal immigration as, but that's a whole other topic. But if you want to talk populists, let's talk about how we district in our state, because really if you get out there, you will find that the populace wants less government, not more. So
I don't see that in this election result.
Well, no, it's because
they want government to rein in corporations, and that's what's going to happen.
This is why voters want to redistrict.
Right, now we're getting
they
to the
find
point
it very
where we're not really hearing either one of you. So I think at this point we're going to have to say thank you to you both for joining us tonight.
Thank you. Appreciate it.